This is the audience.
In the past, men had all the rights, and women were only seen useful in their homes and never got the same opportunities as men. For the longest time, they weren't allowed to have jobs or vote for their government. Since we've gained these rights, we can now vote and have a paying job and even be involved in government. Do you think that it's fair for men to have a higher pay than women? Me either. I think that women in the working community are treated so much worse than men, and I'm trying to make the world aware of this issue so it can be resolved. Women have always been seen as inferior to men, but we've gained more and more rights as time has gone on. However, we are still not treated as equal. While we have worked to gain these rights, men have just always had them. There's still an unfair amount of privilege for men than there is for women. The biggest issue is in a workspace. There is no difference in the work effort between men and women, so there shouldn't be a difference in their pay. Men and women with the same job shouldn't be paid differently because of their gender. They should be paid the same amount as each other for putting in the same amount of work. I understand that men and women don't always work the same as each other, but if they have the same job within the same company, and they both put in the same amount of effort, they should be paid the same. Women that work in an unfair workplace may not be able to stand up against it, no matter how much they want to. Many people have to try and get the best job possible as fast as they can because they desperately need money. There are many factors that contribute to desperately needing money. Some include food, shelter, family, and medical payments. Most women who work have children, so now they're not only paying for themselves, they're also paying for their children. Another issue as to why women can't stand up for themselves is because they're too scared to. They may not work with very pleasant people, and those people may not do very pleasant things. All around the world, there are women who are mistreated or taken advantage of by people in the workplace. Of course, this isn't the issue with every workplace, but it's still happening, and it's still a factor as to why women won't quit their jobs. Women in workplaces like this usually have a job that isn't very important to them, like being a janitor or a secretary. They may look happy, but they're just hiding their fear with the smile that they're required to have. The people that they work under aren't always bad, but they can be, and they have been before. Men take advantage of women when they're alone or abuse them physically and verbally. The men may pressure the woman into staying at the job by threatening her or hurting her until she agrees that she won't leave or tell anyone. Men in the workplace that physically and verbally abuse women and take advantage of them insinuate fear into these women. They're too scared to leave or stand up for themselves. At this point, unequal pay and treatment don't become the main issue, and another problem that society needs to solve arises. Today we have discussed how women work the same as men and get less pay because of their gender. There remain people who are too scared to stand up against unfair workplaces, and that there are women all around the world being taken advantage of by people in the same workplace as them and are unable to do anything.